Go. Okay, here we are. This is MK Close Up if you just joined us. And this is an event I do twice a month live. And then we also have the recording available in between. It was started specifically for people who want to use their discount well as a Mary Kay consultant. And maybe they were on the repair set and the peel and the charcoal because they came to a hydro session, but they didn't know about the rest of the products. And for a group of people that maybe they're friends and family, they've got 10 or 12, 15 customers, but they felt out of the loop as far as product developments, technology, dermacosmetics, and they wanted a quick way to kind of get back in the loop. So that's what that is. My name is Pam Garner. Obviously, it says that on the screen. I'm going to highlight myself. So again, I'm not diagnosed ADD, but I just tell people this is the pat answer, y'all, if you want to do this. If I get confused about something or I mess up a word, I always go, I'm so sorry. It's just extreme intelligence. And it catches people off guard and they're like, what? But feel free to use that. Okay, I'm going to talk you through a lot of products, but I want to first start with our philosophy. And I purposely come super casual to this because I tell you, you can come in your bathrobe, you can come with your hair in a towel, just don't come naked snaky because it's a Zoom. And we don't want none of that. But I want you to feel truly comfortable. Our vision, my personal vision, and then therefore I shared it with the women that I lead, and their vision is that whether you are a consultant or one of our amazing clients we're so grateful for, that you look and feel like $1,000,000 every single day with our product as the vehicle. And I'm touching my face because as corny as that sounds, um, I really want you to, when you get still for a moment and you feel your skin, your face, I want you to have the thought, I love my skin. Because truly, um, it's not a product that we sell, it's the results that that product would create, right? Because we can punch a button on Instagram or TikTok and buy things. In fact, I've had several clients come back to me post pandemic and say, I cheated. I just pressed all the buttons when we were at home, and now I have a drawer full of stuff that's like costing me money and doesn't work. Can I come back? I'm like, yes, you can. And that's the other thing I want to tell you is that we're gonna somebody remind me the Skin Analyzer app because I've got something really cool to tell you about that. And we want you, I just totally lost. See, I squirreled because I was trying to make Kylie a co-host. There we go. There, because you can admit people, Callie, because my brain, I'm already squirreling. Okay, so we want you to know a little bit of background about our company because to me, I'm very nerdy. Does anybody tell me in the chat if you're that girl? I'm geeky and nerdy, and I love all those things. Now, I'm not the girl that's going to tell you all the ingredients because I know it works. You can look at my skin and tell it works. I'm not telling you my age. I'm going to tell you that I'm 30 through. Um, if anybody gets that, you probably in my age bracket. But what I want you to know is that we follow the European Union. Now, the European Union, if it had a companion type organization, but it's nothing like it, it would be the FDA in the United States. So the European Union is not comparable because they're much higher level. But the FDA in the United States in cosmetics and skincare bans 13 ingredients, 1, 3, 13. The European Union, they're always banning more. So somewhere between 1,400 and 1,600, as opposed to 13, not 1,300, 13 ingredients. So we follow the European Union because just clean. Our product is, and I'm going to tell you about the word clean. Our product only uses the safest preservatives, and the preservatives that we use are the thing that keeps you from having to keep your product in the refrigerator and it only lasts for a week. That's what I'm talking about. No parabens, no sulfates, just all the things. But I do want to tell you a misnomer. The FDA, in case you've seen all the hype and the marketing and all the things, because the beauty and skincare industry is a $569 billion industry. I know, right? Good business to be in, and it's recession proof. But one of the things I want you to know is the FDA in cosmetics and skincare, now in food they do, but in cosmetics and skincare has no clinical medical classifications of clean, organic, non-toxic, cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free. Are you following me? None. Zero. If you see those, they are only marketing terms. Now, I hate to burst your bubble. So you want to work with a company who follows the European Union, but also we have our own manufacturing. There are only a few. Used to there was around five, maybe there's six now, manufacturing facilities of cosmetics in the world. And we are one of them. And we do not outsell. We only manufacture for ourselves. For example, Estee Lauder owns 91 brands. Are you following me? Estee Lauder, something at Walmart. Like no shade on either of them, but there are only five manufacturers of cosmetics in the world. We are zero landfill. We test a product over 500,000 times before we let it out. We are big on quality control. And in fact, we honor a guarantee as consultants to our customers. And they ask us to keep that product, even though we don't have to send it back in for 30 days in case it was a quality control issue so they can address it. I could go on and on about our environmental stance and the things that we stand for. So I like you to know that, because if you are a Mary Kay customer or a brand new consultant and you don't know these things, it's important to me that you know our culture and that you're not just buying a product. You're helping a family. My customers put 2 sets of braces on my daughter. I was a single mom the whole time she was growing up, except for a little bitty. And, built our dream home, all the things. And that is because you buy from someone you know instead of a huge conglomerate. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, as Tabitha Brown says. Do y'all love Tabitha Brown? Do you know who she does? You should follow her. She's so cool and godly, and she's a vegan. I'm not a vegan. I want some bacon every once in a while, but I am a gluten-free, dairy-free girl. Okay, so my mama, grandmother, if you're in the north and you're like, what the heck did she just say? Had a pie recipe. She made everything from scratch. We all got to pick our favorites for like special occasions. And her pie recipe, or basic pie recipe, was just the base, and it made the pie. And then she altered it depending on if it was banana or chocolate or coconut cream or lemon meringue. Well, the pie recipe in Mary Kay is your skincare set of choice. But we want to tell you that skincare is not one size fits all. It's customizable. That's where the Skin Analyzer app comes in. Tell me in the chat if you have experienced our state-of-the-art skin scanning app that you can normally only get at a dermatologist for a couple $100. If you've experienced that, and if you haven't, right when we get through, I want you to go to your app store and download the Mary Kay Skin Analyzer. I want you to scan your face in good lighting with no makeup, preferably. And there's several slides of the scan. The first one's like texture lines, but if you slide it over, it has this purple where the lines are. It's a little, but it's worth it. And screenshot those and send them to your consultant. Or if you're a consultant, send them to your director. And then there's a product list. Now, don't freak out. It's kind of long, but send it anyway. Because what we do then is we take your recommendations, your needs, and we ask you what we call the magic wand question. And I'll tell you what that question is in just a minute. Now, this is our repair set. If you have anything to repair, I grew up when we put iodine in our baby oil and fried ourselves on top of the university roof before we knew skin cancer was a thing. Anybody with me? Raise hands. Tell me in the chat. So this is to repair any damage that you might have created or life may have created. And it is amazing. It's more on the line of like a prestige, like a medical grade, that type of product. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But it has a cleanser, a lifting serum that we call Spanx for the face, that a lot of times our Miracle Set users will slide into their Miracle Set too. It has a encapsulated retinol in the night cream. So if you're pregnant or nursing, you can't use that, but we'll sub it until you can. Then it has a day cream. Then it has an eye cream that we also usually add when you get the Miracle Set. Now, this is our Miracle Set. So this is if maybe you don't have anything to repair, you're new to anti-aging, you just want something that's really good and will address it from right now on. So it has a cleanser, a night protectant, a daytime defender, an antioxidant moisturizer, So good. It's the only set that FDA allows us to say it makes a difference in one day. Now, we have sets that make a difference in one day, but FDA allows us. So in the United States, we do have to follow, in addition to the European Union, we do have to follow the FDA. So, Miracle Set. It doesn't come with an eye cream because we hand select your eye cream. And so we almost always include the repair eye cream because the tip of it is that cold metal that's the same thing when you're like in a boxing match and they take the swelling out of the guy when he gets hit. It always stays cold. It's made out of zinc, magnesium, aluminum, and copper, and it soothes that puffy area. So that's the Miracle Set and the repair set. The reason I wanted to tell you about that and the pie recipe is because we manufacture everything and we have several dermatologists on staff. Our chief scientific officer, Lucy Gilday, is well renowned in the dermatologic community. And we have over 1,600 patents in Mary Kay in skincare and anti-aging. So if you're considering using this product, or if you're a consultant that's just made the decision, you've made the right decision with the right company, with the right products, and you're in the company of the right people. The question that we ask you to add things that are need specific. You could be super oily, you could be super dry, you could have pore enlargement, you could have pigmentation, you could have fine lines developing, you could have all sorts of things. Whatever it is for you, that is the thing that is between you and the skin that you love. Remember how we started? The skin that you love. So in the chat, I want you to put your answers, and this is what I'm going to come back to when I finish the recording so I don't squirrel on you. If I had a magic skin wand and I could wave it across your face and we could fix or improve or change anything that you wanted to, anything and everything, actually, maybe one thing, maybe five things like mine was, what would those things be? Whoops. Sorry, y'all. Dropped my tripped over it actually. Let's be clear. My There we go. So put those in the chat and I'll answer those in a little bit. Okay, so next thing I want to tell you is we take this repair set that I just showed you. Oh, I started telling you something that I squirreled. Because we have those doctors on staff, we make our products in our lab with our research and development to be integrated. What that means is if you say you had a Chanel cleanser and a ZO moisturizer, two great brands, and you bought the ZO moisturizer second, and you use them together. They are not made to work together. Very often you're going to have a reaction, and you will think that the reaction is caused by the last product that you bought, in this case, the ZO moisturizer. It's not usually. It's caused by the combination of those chemicals reacting and causing a chemical explosion, so to speak. We make all of our products to be integrated. So when we say customizable, like I use a combination of the Repair, the Miracle Set, our nourishing oil from our natural line, and even something from our Clearproof line, because I've customized my own skincare. You can do that with us. You cannot do that on an open counter. You will wreak havoc on your face. So if you've ever had that happen, tell me in the chat if you've had that reaction and you thought it was the last thing that you added, but it was really those chemicals reacting. Okay. So the two things that you add to the repair set to do what's called glass skin. Has anybody ever heard of glass skin? The Koreans, if you hear me say K-beauty, the Koreans have the edge on all things beauty. Oh my gosh. Like, I wish I could just go to a Korean spa one day and just watch and learn all the things. Well, there's a wonderful facial. I have a friend that owns a Medi Spa, and you can go, it's called a HydraFacial. And when you have it, your skin's all glowy. They put all the things on you. You leave, and for 3 or 4 days, you're just like all glowy. But there's no products. And it ranges anywhere from like $225 to $350, depending on, what you get with it. Well, we support you in knowing how to create that glass skin look at home with a Hydra session. Not to be confused with a HydraFacial. That's a trademarked thing. But I love that we can do that because the glass skin was the #1 trending beauty trend in 2024, and it has already started to be the same thing in 2025. Niacinamide is the #1 trending ingredient in 2024, and so far in 2025 is as well. And I'm going to talk to you about niacinamide. The two products are the charcoal mask and the Revealing Radiance facial peel. When you add those to the repair set, that gives you an exfoliating product on top of an amazing anti-aging, advanced anti-aging, and it helps you to start to create that glass skin look. The charcoal mask has eucalyptus. I always do this, and I think you cannot smell. This is not smell-o-vision. It has eucalyptus extract, honeysuckle extract. It smells like peppermint, but it has no peppermint in it. Eucalyptus, honeysuckle. It has the extract from the navy bean because that's proprietary to us. We use a lot of plant-based things, and the extract from the navy bean helps to increase brightness. Not like bleaching, not lightening, but brightening up your skin tone. It's one of the first things I noticed when I use this. And of course, it has activated charcoal. Now, this is not like back in those scary Facebook videos where they would peel it off, and that's horrible for your skin, by the way. Don't do that. But this is just, it dries. So if you're dry, it's going to be lighter when it dries. If you're oilier, it's going to be darker. It's going to do something different around your pores. If you have a blemish, it's going to be white because it's detoxing that before you get one sometimes, but definitely after you get one. And we're keeping it real in here. I think mom's having a party. So if you hear noise, it's like, not really having a party by herself, like, you know. So anyway, you leave this on a couple times a week, at least once a week, but a couple times a week. Leave it on, let it dry for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then wipe it off. I love to use this applicator because then you don't get it on your fingertips. It's pink. It's the color of my pink Cadillac. And it's silicone. Also makes a great diaper rash. Not the same one. Nobody on this. But it's awesome. This is my favorite product we make. Other than our skincare sets. Now that says a lot because if you know me and you can see my skin, I love it all. This is called, now it has a long name, but I call it the peel. It's called Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. Well, it does not peel off. So if you go to, same thing, if you go to a Medi-Spa and you go to an esthetician, then you can have a chemical peel. So this is a chemical exfoliant. We have an amazing microdermabrasion set that's a physical exfoliant. And if you're going to take care of your skin, you have to have an exfoliator. So you can pick both or you can pick one or the other, but you have to have one. I do this twice a week, has glycolic acid in it, which is the same thing that when you have a peel at the Medi-Spa that they use. It can be least intensity to really intense. And with all of those, as they paint it on, it's really cool with a little paintbrush. And then they leave it on for whatever length of time for the intensity. And then for anywhere from a week to usually 3 weeks, your skin sloughs off. Now, if you had a less intense, it's going to slough off like flaky. If you had a more intense, it's literally going to peel. Now, when you finish, your skin is like baby booty smooth. This gives you the same treatment, but we deliver it in a marine botanical, so there's no downtime. There's no peeling. And it is a texture game changer. My daughter's 24. She's a director in Mary Kay. She had those little bumps, that you can get. She has super, super dry skin. We both have psychosensitive skin. And when she started using the peel, she's like, Mom, my bumps are gone. She's obsessed with this too. So, and it lasts, look how big it is. It lasts forever. Two times a week, avoid the eye area. I do it all the way down my neck. If we had more time, I'd show you some before and afters, and then just take it off. Now, what you're going to notice is you are going to notice a texture difference, but you're also going to notice that your skin receives the products that you put afterwards on. It receives them more readily because it doesn't just slough off the surface of the skin. It digs down deep in those pores and separates the things that are clinging together because of the environment or humidity or makeup and dirt, because our pores can hold 7 years of debris. That's why that charcoal detox is so important. It's like a vacuum for your pores. Okay, so I could hang up, and those three things could create glass skin, but we're going to talk about more. Okay, I'm going to talk really quickly about something fun, and then I'm going to talk to you about some color, and then I'm going to talk to you about our dermacosmetics. Does anybody tell me in the chat if you were a girl all about some actives like retinol and niacinamide and vitamin C and all the things? Okay, these, you can tell I need to get a new jar. Okay, everyone I sell these to always rebuys them. That says a lot about a product. And they make the best girlfriend gift. Look how cute it is. It wraps up so cute. These are, again, if I said before and afters, you have to ask your consultant for before and afters. These are for, now I have fat cheeks. So I cried. Did anybody cry easy? I had something really amazing happen. Someone delivered like a message to me this morning and I sobbed. Like, it just like grabs you. I'm just being real. I sobbed. But I cry when I'm happy, mad, sad, Kleenex commercials, all the things. But I had to put these on after I'd already done my makeup, even though I did them this morning and then I touched up my makeup after. But they're like little smiles. I have fat cheeks, so I put the fat part here, but most people put the fat part here and the skinny part here. I just don't have very many crow's feet. And I leave them on for 20 minutes. I actually do them in the mornings and then fix my hot tea, have my quiet time, leave them on. A lot of our girls do them. They put them on when they're taking their kids in car line, and it is heavenly. So that's a great gift, and it's something to gift yourself with. Hydrogel eye patches. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you about is color. I love to customize a compact. We have 3 compacts and they're all refillable. We partnered with the Arbor Foundation the last time we recycled our compacts, and our customers turned them in, and we planted 1.4 million trees before the Arbor Foundation was like, they cried uncle. And so this is our middle compact. It's the only one with the mirror, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Oh, that's nasty. Sorry. I have in this a blush brick. A blush brick is a really amazing tip. You can ask me about it later, but it's one of my favorite makeup artist tips. But you can put shadows in here. You can put contour, highlighter. You can put 12 shadows. You can put 6 shadows. You can do whatever. We customize this for you, and it's awesome. Now, all of them, you open on the side where the logo is, and they just open up. Okay, the next one is a little mini one. I love to do it for if I'm going on a short vacation. This is actually my go-to eye look, and I just put my eye look in there. Bam, got it. I also love for a preteen or teen that's about to wear makeup, I'll put like a really neutral blush and one shadow in there, and she's got like a little look. It's a great little stocking stuffer, Easter basket, because we're coming up on Easter. Okay, this is the Mac Daddy. It doesn't have a mirror. The reason it doesn't have a mirror is because if it broke the mirror, like in travel, you would ruin a lot of product and would cost you a lot of money, and it would make it thicker. It's super thin. So this is my travel one. I just got off a trip, so I grabbed it. So I have shadows, I have a bronzer, I have a highlighter, I have a powder like for here, all sorts of things. And we just make it however you want it to be made. So you could literally put your blush brick in here too, like as you saw, you could put your shadows, you could put everything. And it's awesome. We have cream products in there. You can put powder products. So those are great. And then we'll talk about something to keep it on. I do not do without this foundation primer. It is one of my holy grails. It just keeps everything smooth. It's like spackling. If you were going to paint the wall and you would spackle all the parts that were dents and bumps and all the things, it's like spackling for your face. Also, it lasts forever too, because you just take, see the little tiny applicator? You just take a little bitty dab, like this much, and it smooths over your entire face or even if you don't wear foundation. I would do it even if I was just going to wear powder or like a CC cream. We have an amazing CC cream that takes tinted moisturizer to the next level because you actually have a little bit of coverage, but it's super sheer, feels great, wears great, takes a tiny bit, all the things. So that's our foundation primer. This is I have a hot piece of hydrogel eye patch on it. All the things, y'all. This is our finishing spray. I'm a girl that is like an 11-minute in the bathroom girl. That's why I don't straighten my hair anymore, because like I'm not going to fool with it. Plus, I'm not good with hair tools. So I want products that are going to keep it on. Your makeup stays on according to how good you take care of your skin, first of all. And then I use the foundation primer and the finishing spray. When I finish my makeup, my color makeup, shake it up, spray my face. And then, in fact, I will tell you, I did my makeup early this morning because I had to take my daughter to the doctor. She's old enough to take herself, but she was feeling so bad she couldn't drive. And I did my makeup at 6, maybe 5:45. And all I've done is put some lipstick on and a little bit of touch up with this. It's like a hydrator at the end of the day. So that'll let you know how well it wears. One of my favorite product lines we have is called Clinical Solutions. See, I said the word favorite again. I'm sorry. It just is. I just couldn't be that person that says, this detergent will clean your clothes, and then I've never used that detergent. I couldn't be that person. Okay, so when you talk about your magic wand questions, so if you haven't put those in the chat, put those in the chat. One of the things that we do is we add actives to get you the results that you want. So just like I said, just because we make X amount of things doesn't mean you need X amount of things. Like my skin used to be super, super oily, and then as I've gotten 30 through, It's less oily, it's more combination to normal, or in the winter, it's normal to dry. And so that just affects what you add. But if you had fine lines, if you felt like your finish of your skin was not quite what you wanted it to be, if you needed an alternative to retinol, because we do sell a retinol, a pure retinol, clinical retinol that used to you could only get with a prescription. And if you were 20 or over, the answer is yes, you need retinol. Retinol reverses damage and it gives you that poreless look. It helps with acne scarring, it just all age spots, all the things. Age spots are actually photo aging from sun. So depending on which one, they're different colors. This one is the hyaluronic acid, HA plus ceramide. Ceramide is actually what the barrier of your skin is made. And what's happening with a lot of teens and preteens, so if you've got a girl in this age bracket, TikTok and all the things is trying to sell them on using actives on their skin. They are damaging their skin barrier for later. They need no actives unless it's niacinamide for like acne control. No actives. And we have an amazing new line that was targeted specifically for people who don't want any anti-aging or for teens and preteens. And it is all of the girls that I've gotten started on it are the thing that they say is their skin feels so clean and it's glowy, and it is. It's awesome. So this hyaluronic acid gives you moisture at a deeper level, at a cellular level. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're oily or dry, you still need moisture. In fact, some oily skins dehydrate their skin, and their skin will then overproduce oil, trying to overcompensate for the fact that their skin's dehydrated. So this is an almost everybody uses this one. Okay. The next one is C plus resveratrol. Resveratrol is an ingredient that it's like in dark berries and red wine, but it's also it has ingredients that are great for your skin. Amazing. Vitamin C, if someone says vitamin C, that's another thing. Say yes. Vitamin C is extreme anti-aging, but it also helps. We have a serum that's got C plus E. And I'll tell you what we pair it with because it gives you the glow. So it's something when people like get their repair set and their charcoal and their peel and they're like, what else do I need for that glow? I say you want this. But this is C for the little fine lines you start to notice here, or sometimes here. Resveratrol, C plus resveratrol. This one is PHA and AHA resurfacer. This is the one that you can use instead of repair if you're pregnant or nursing, or if you're in the very minute percentage of people that can't wear retinol. It's like a fraction of a percent. Then you can use this. Polyhydroxy acid and alpha hydroxy acid is what that stands for. You don't have to remember that. You just say, Pam, that green one, that's what I want. Ferulic acid and niacinamide. Niacinamide is that ingredient that I told you about. Niacinamide has the ability to extremely brighten your skin. Not bleach, not lighten, brighten. So like you see how I'm bright here and here, it brightens up and gives you that brightness back that sometimes as we get older, we start to lose that finish of our skin. And niacinamide, when used twice a day, also has a secret superpower, and it's an acne fighter. But it has to be used twice a day. And this can be used twice a day. I love these because they're super easy to fit into your routine. You just cleanse, do them, and then do the rest of your routine. Bam. It's not something you have to think about. We do bring it with directions. And then one more thing in the clinical solutions is we call this the forehead club. This is our wrinkle limiter. Now, I'm not hating on injections. You do you, whatever you want to do. This is 76% as effective as injections. So if you want to extend the time between your injections, maybe save yourself some money, or you want to not go there yet, or maybe you don't want to go there at all, then this is for dynamic wrinkles. So the ones that form up here, right here in the 11s, around here, the smile lines, anything the lips are below, we have a deep wrinkle filler for that. But dynamic wrinkles are the ones that come from expressions. Like I'm very animated when I speak. So this is your friend. They say you notice in 4 weeks. We have forehead pictures before and after of a lot of us. It was a few days. I'm just going to tell you 4 weeks and then send you the pictures. So there you go. Okay. Nourishing oil. I cannot talk about anything without talking about nourishing oil, and then I'm going to shut up in 2 minutes. I'm working on 2 minutes. Nourishing oil is a glass dropper and a glass bottle. You'll see it rebranded just to have a Mary Kay label on it. I do everything. I put it on the tips of my hair. I use it on my cuticles. I put a full dropper in this body lotion, this Time Wise body lotion, because it's a toning lotion. In case if you don't need toning, you can still be my girlfriend. Just don't tell me. So I'll put a dollop of that in my hand, put a full dropper of this, and then I'll smooth it all over my body. You will literally pet yourself. You're so soft. I put it on my feet. I put a dropper of it after I do my moisturizer at night. If you'd have told me I was going to put oil on my face a year ago, I would have told you were crazy. But it has hydrated my skin, and people stop me and go, "What do you use on your face?" So in combination with everything else, it's one of my faves. This duo that I did not mention when I started, but I cannot do anything without this. This is our micellar water for a double cleanse. Used to, we would recommend a cleansing cloth, but most people do cleansing cloths like this, and that damages your skin barriers. So we were like, nope, pull the plug. And so micellar water acts as a magnet, and I love a double cleanse. So I'll do my eye makeup remover first, then I'll put this in a cotton round and do it all over my face, and then I'll use my cleanser. Now, this is our #1 best-selling product. This is our oil-free eye makeup remover. See how it looks separated? It's completely oil-free. Remember European Union. The European Union does not allow you to say something is oil-free if it has any oil in it. The FDA allows you to say it if it has up to a certain amount of oil. No. So you shake it up, make it cloudy, put it on a cotton round, saturate your eye, and wipe your brow and your lashes off. You will be amazed. And if you ever buy it, you will buy it forever. I have people like track me down for this. And we sell one every 5 seconds. It also gets rid of lash mites. You can Google that. It's nasty, but just Google it. I didn't show you much color. Okay, I'll show you this. Waterproof pencils. All of our pencils are waterproof. I love that. If you tear a lot, or if you're like me, like I just said, I cry a lot. I'm not sad, y'all. Just be clear. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm touched. I cry when I love somebody. When I'm mad, I don't get mad very often either. And then the lip pencils are too. I have a lip pencil. I have beige nude on with coral confetti and a little bit of this Sheer Illusion, my favorite lip gloss. The thing I love about this is look at this applicator. Wait. It's like a Huggy. Just glides on and it's not sticky. Does anybody like me hate sticky lip gloss? It's not sticky. And my favorite foundation brush. And then I really will stop the recording. This is now my daughter loves the liquid foundation brush. I love it too for blending my contour because I use our cream contour for our concealer and things for cream contour. This is so dense and it gives you like an airbrush look. And literally, I wish I could show you how much. Literally like a dab of my foundation, dot it all over and blend it. And I love it. It's called a blending brush, which I think is a weird name, but that's what it's called in case you're looking for it. Okay, let me stop the recording. Did y'all think I was going to breathe eventually? I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I could go on and on, but I'm going to stop the recording and then I'm going to answer your questions. Those of you who are watching the recording, thank you for being with us. If you want that sheet, text your consultant and she will give you that sheet that if you were on live, you would have gotten in a text.